Hi guys, Shimmy here, back again with the third video for the day. It's the resin figures. Now there's that many of these figures. I just can't do it all in the one sitting, so I'm going to space out over the next day or two. I'll start here with the one that's in the release Jeep. Now I did build a wee release Jeep last year for this particular build coming up. I did do a lot of weathering on it and so forth. Now the lights, I've had to tone those lights down at the front, they're just too bright. That guy here, let's see now, where are we? Here. That is, where is he? He's sitting there, there he goes. That's him. He'll just sit across, let's see. He'll just sit across the Jeep, like so. The other part that goes onto the Jeep is the front here, you can see. Now you have to cut that bit out, it's on the resin part here, but it's wafer thin, so it should fall away, no problem. That's it there. We'll just cut those two inserts out there. The other part is this run across the top of the dashboard base. Is this bit. Again, you have to cut those bits away down the bottom there. That will support the stretcher going across the top, just in behind the wheel there. So a wee bit of modification that will fit in, no problem. This bit here is a canvas or a blanket or some sort, which is this bit. That'll go under, where are you? That'll go under the bonnet. Right that way probably. Yeah. We're drivers. Let's see which one's the driver here now. Let's see if we can get the driver. I think this guy here is the driver. Or we're here, keep it in camera again. You got guys the driver, which would be him. So a wee bit of a modification, get him in there. Probably shouldn't have put the steering wheel in just yet, but we can take that off if need be. This guy here, I think that's him in the middle, because he's kind of got his head turned till this other fella. You see him in the battery shot on the other one here, it's in the middle here. So I think that's this one here, this guy. So his top part of his body twisted around to the left. So that's the driver and the guy in the middle. This guy here is, I think that is the passenger in the front. Over here, bottom picture, again him, where his leg hanging out the front of it. So I think that's him. There's only two hard hats in it, the driver and the passenger. The other two aren't wearing any hats at all. Two's wearing caps and two aren't. Hard hats are, yeah, that's one. Where's the other one? There's the other one there. A bit of a clean up to done there now, but they're not too bad. So they're not. There's the parts for the. I don't know why I showed them like that. This, the ends of the stretcher. You have four of those. They'll go on to either side there. These other wee parts here, I won't go more until I see them on the picture itself, which are like stands of some sort. And there's probably a name for them, I just don't know. Here. And the other ones are. So that's those EV parts here. Now again, you can push that out. There's no real problem taking that flash out from the middle there, the resin. This other guy, I think that's him. It sits up on the right hand corner of the Jeep, just up here, which will be him there. And he'll sit apart, like so. That's the driver. These other ones here is one more on a sling. I think that would be him in the middle, maybe. Hold on, maybe not. It might be this guy here. Yeah, it is him, because he's actually got his coat hanging over his shoulders. Well, just him. He's no hand there. His hands underneath the coat, if you know what I mean. So that's him there with the sling on. Broken arm, some sort, maybe sprained when they are. And the rest are just basically the hands and legs and so forth, and the heads for the other ones. So that guy here, I think it's him. It's either him or him, one they are. The wee head for him. I think that's a far one because he's a bit of a flick there on his hair. So I think that's him here. A bit of a quiff on top of his head. Not too bad. Bit of a long neck as well. But we'll trim that down a bit. Stick his neck out too far, good shot. Maybe show this one. This guy with the sling. Now, I could probably adapt the wee Dodge built as well to carry some of these in the back. Now, I've already got one in it. This one lights up as well, just haven't wired it in. Just I'm going to zoom out a bit here, guys. I could probably get some of the figures in the back here. Now we get him in, no problem. The guy sits on the end of the stretcher. We put him on the floor or something. And he slides in. You can get him in there. Just trim that stretcher down slightly, just to let him sit down flat on the floor. Let's see, a little bit, right, a bit more. There you go. Sorry guys, focus again. Yep, get him in there. So you just trim the stretcher down a bit on the sides, you should slide in okay. Even there's batches in there either side, you could probably get one of those. One or two of them in that as well. So there's a driver in it, and it's wired off for the lights. So there's your two cables for it. So let's go guys. The other wee one is this, I'll show us tomorrow, is these young ones, young fellas, young kids actually, swinging on the barrel of the gun and hanging upside down and so forth. And then them or two sitting at the close part of the model itself. Now these wee kits were I think this kit here, all the wee resin figures, is about $7.50, which was reasonably cheap enough. This one here is the one where I just showed you a second ago, the young one. So I'll get that up tomorrow and let you see that tomorrow. It just goes on too long. It's almost 8 minutes now actually. So they should paint up well, and when they're all on the Jeep, that's how it should look, hopefully. Now about not 4 of those Jeeps I haven't built yet. That is the only one I've built. I have other kits coming, but sits on the Jeep. Now they're a completely different setup from this. So once they all come in, I'll show them as well. So there's about not 5 or 6 different kits to come, and a few other ones. The bigger set is in this box. There's just too many in this box to show in the night, guys. So as I say, I'll space this out over the next couple of days or so. But they're nicely detailed as well. And I think this one here is the POWs, or the medics, one or a combination. Yeah, it's the medics and the POWs. So again, we'll show that maybe tomorrow at some stage. Let me see which one that is. I'll show you here. Hold on, bear with me. Yep, that's that one there. Just showed you in the box. That's the big kit. So you have a dead soldier, 3 POWs, Germans, American soldiers, and 1 wounded American soldier. The other ones, where are the other ones? What are the other? The other one there, which is in the other box. Sorry, this other one here, yeah, showed these other day, but that's a combination of that bigger box. I thought that was only the one kit, so there's really the 10 figures here, and that other one I showed you just a second ago. That one there. So that's empty in the one box. So again, we'll show at a later stage too. Right guys, I don't know around 1 hour, there's 10 minutes now, so thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.